Hi guys, so today I'm having an issue with my dryer. So when I turn it on heat, and when I press the button, nothing really happens. There's no action inside, it just doesn't make any sound or noise, or the drum is not moving. There is no heat when you open the door. So I know something is not right, so something is not making it turn on. So we're gonna take a look at it, that what's wrong with it. So on the back side, I removed the plate. So over here you can see the plate was held by certain screws. So these are the screws that it's holding, and I had to remove all these. These are 1.5 inch screws. So once you remove all these, the panel comes off, and you can put the panel on the side. Just be careful with the power, so you want to make sure you turn the power off, and have the plug pulled off away from the wall so you don't get zapped. And then we're going to test a few things. So over here you can test the power before turning it off to make sure you have power supply. Over here, this device is a thermal fuse, and this is one of the most common things that goes bad on this particular one. So you can pull the wire, and from a meter we can test the continuity on this to make sure this is in good working order. You can in fact leave one of the wires and just clip one side. As long as one of them is removed, you're good to go. I'm going to connect my meter. You're going to put it into ohms, and connect the other side, and you should see some reading in ohms. And over here I see OL, meaning it's open, so there's no continuity on this particular one. So that tells me that this part is definitely bad and needs to be replaced. So you can remove this, and I'm going to go ahead and take it out and order this particular part and replace it. Now this device also needs to be replaced. Normally they go in pair, so when you order it, I would recommend just replacing this bottom, I think it's the thermostat, or and they go in pairs. So make sure you replace this one along with the other one. Okay, so this is the same part I removed from there, and I'm just doing a test just to show you guys, what it looks like, So as you can see, this is just open circuited, and definitely needs to be replaced. Okay, so I ordered this Blue Stars. I got it from Amazon. It was like 10 bucks for a pair of both. So here's the thermostat, and the other fuse is in here. And I've already tested this. I'm getting a 3 ohm reading on this, which is pretty good. That tells me it's good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in, put the screw in, and we can just tie this up later on. And this, just make sure you keep track of the wires. Doesn't really matter which one goes where, but take pictures, and if you're not comfortable, you may want to plug it in the way you took it out. But this particular wire doesn't really matter which way it goes in. It's just a thermal fuse. So alright, so then we're going to replace the bottom part. You remove that screw, and again over here is AC wire, so make sure the power is turned off, and pull these off. You can keep track of it the way it went through if you want to. Doesn't really matter. Again, I'm going to go ahead and remove all these wires, and we're going to take out this. Sometimes it just takes a good pull before you can remove it. And we're going to unscrew that one bolt and just put the new. So we're going to unscrew the old one, and I think it's a 1/4 size socket, and install the new one in. And we're just going to connect the wires. Just make sure you tight both of them, and don't over tight them. Just make sure it's nice and snug, and then just connect the wires that you took out from the older one and put it back the same way. Now you want to make sure that all the wires are nice and tight. Just make sure there's no loose wires. If you have any debris or something inside, make sure you clean it. You don't want to leave any lint or anything in there, so just do a good cleanup before you wrap everything up. And now it's just a matter of connecting the board back, the backside plate, and I already did that, so I'm just showing you guys how I did it. Just put all the bolts back, and then now you can just make sure this particular hose is nice and snug, there's no loose part, and we're gonna power it on, and make sure it's working. So just give it a minute, and then you can open the door, and then there you go. It's nice and warm inside, so it's good and working. So guys, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you very much.